I don't need a response. I'm just writing this so it can transcribe what I'm saying. I downloaded a bunch of audiobook apps and tried Kindle Unlimited. I explored a lot of them, but it was pretty disappointing. I thought Audible would be unlimited for $15 a month, but turns out you only get 1 credit per month. And additional books cost extra. And the rest of the selection isn't great. And right now, I can't be bothered to cancel all these membership again, and so I'm just gonna let them run for the next 3 months. Both Kindle Unlimited and Audible. It was pretty disappointing to figure that out because I thought it would mean unlimited books each month. I feel like the beauty of having that kind of unlimited membership is the feeling that you're paying to have access to everything. But Kindle Unlimited and Audible obviously don't provide that. Netflix, on the other hand, if you pay around $20 a month, you know you have access to thousands, maybe millions of movies. Even if you never watch them, you know they're there. You know you've paid for so many things you don't use, and yet somehow that feels so much better than 1 book a month. No wonder people don't really read books anymore and just consume movies and TV shows instead. I don't know, it's just disappointing. But the thing is, I wanted to read a lot of books. I wanted to read and listen to the book at the same time. So I actually ordered the hard copy of a book called The Gifts of Imperfection. I stumbled upon it on YouTube. I don't remember who mentioned it, but it was someone important, I think. That's how I got to know the author, and her energy was so great that I immediately liked her. Then, when I was exploring my library on the Kindle app, I found an old book I used to read. So Much I Want to Tell You by Anna Kana. I used to love her. I don't really watch her anymore, and there's no particular reason for that, but I'm sure she's still doing great and rocking her life. I just feel like I've drifted away from her energy because these days I'm drawn to things that are more serene, calm, and something softer, I guess. Still, I really enjoyed that book. It's about her sister who committed suicide and how that loss impacted her. If I remember correctly, I think I read the whole book in one sitting. It was not fun exactly, but it was interesting and heartfelt in a good way. Her sister's death was devastating and tragic, but Anna wrote so beautifully that her feelings really came through. She wanted to prevent others from taking their own lives, and I loved how she used her own voice in her writing. You know, a lot of people these days express their opinions using someone else's words or intelligence to sound wiser or more efficient, but I feel like that's kind of cheating. You're not really speaking from your own mind, you're borrowing someone else's brain. And maybe that's why I wanted to write like this. To use ChatGPT as a tool to capture my own thoughts in my own words instead of borrowing someone else's. I've always thought it would be amazing if I could record my ideas somewhere, put them on paper, and turn them into a book. That always sounded so fun and interesting, but I never thought that I could actually do it. Yet, here I am, somehow, trying to read books again because I saw this woman online talking about how great imperfection is. And that curiosity led me to download Kindle Unlimited and Audible. And along the way, I rediscovered a book I loved years ago. And that made me want to do this. And now here I am, writing the introduction to my own book. And honestly, I'm so happy that I figured this out. You really never know what your day is holding for you. I had no idea that I'd start writing a book in November 2025. I wasn't planning it at all. Even this morning, I thought I was already having a bad day. I thought I had like the most unproductive day ever because I had just spent my whole day doing other people's work and helping others. But now, I'm here writing this and I'm happy that I am. Maybe I'll come back. I will come back in other chapters to talk about what happened to me when I was 5 years old, when I lived in New Zealand 15 years ago, and how those experiences changed my life, my character. I can't wait to tell you. It's funny to think that even just last year, ChatGPT wasn't this popular or advanced, and now it's improving so fast. I'm glad I found this way and eventually write about my life. If I do end up making a book, publishing a book, I'll include some photos, little glimpse of my life in more depth and detail. I can't wait. See you next time. Bye.